I'm Ryan. I'm here with Andre, and we're Guzba and Treeform on GitHub. And we are the authors of Pixie and a bunch of other Nim open source stuff that you can find on our profiles. So today we're here to talk about a new thing that we added to Pixie, which is we have a new all pure Nim JPEG decoder. And so this is kind of a lot of work to get this working, and we'll do another video where we go into the technical details.
Oh, and there's a
But
lot
today
of technical deals.
yeah, there's a ton of technical details. But today we just wanted to talk about what we did, why we did it, and kind of show a little bit of how to use it. So I guess the first thing to say is, why is this cool? Well, to me, this is cool because if you ever see an image, there's a decent chance it's a JPEG. There's a lot of them out there, and honestly, the JPEG format itself does a lot of cool things. It's just kind of a pain to work with, but you don't have to worry about that. Using it with Pixie is really easy. You just call read image, like Andre has on screen here, right?
Yep.
And then you can load up a cat JPEG into an image, and voila. And then now that you've got it in a Pixie image, you can do a whole bunch of stuff with it. So you can edit it using any of Pixie's other features, where you want to put text over it or resize it or anything like that. You can also send it into OpenGL for games, right? So if you have a background image or other things that might happen to be better as JPEG, you can easily get it up into your game's resources. And
Yeah.
so
You
yeah.
can use it on web servers to like resize them, etc. Right? As thumbnails.
Oh yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah, if people are uploading images, you can go ahead and do whatever you want to it. Again, natively in Nim. That's actually a really good point. So as Andre shows on screen, couldn't be easier to use. Literally one line of code and you go from a JPEG to an image. And you can get this in the latest Pixie release right now. We also support two other little things. So let's say you want to decode an image, but you don't have a file. This would be, like you said, under that like web server scenario. You can also use decode image with the actual data string. And the final thing that you can do is we have a decode image dimensions function as well, or procedure, whatever you want to call it. So let's say you are running a server. Well, users might send you all sorts of different size JPEGs, right, Andre? Like,
Yeah.
who knows? So you can actually just very quickly decode the dimensions of that JPEG, make sure you're cool with it, and then only then go ahead and do the processing. So, like if Andre is sitting there and he decides he wants to mess with my web server and send a JPEG that's 3 million pixels wide by 3 million pixels tall, that's a tall order to decode that, right? But you can just go ahead and say no. So yeah, that's JPEG in Pixie, all Nim, available now.
Yeah. Get it while it's hot.